The Moonslide is a variation of the dark slide, and with a few simple steps you can learn this kiteboarding trick. I first saw the Moonslide on the Instagram from Ahmed Kiteboarding and knew I had to give this trick a try. When I went out on the water, I completely messed it up and had to come back to the beach to view over the video again to understand the movements. To make it easier for you, I've broken the Moonslide down in bite-sized chunks so you can give these steps a try on your next session. It's important to note that the kite steering for the Moonslide is identical to that of a dark slide. And therefore it's very important that you're comfortable with the dark slide, the kite steering and the loop at the end. If you need a refresher on the dark slide, go check out this link up here, because there I break down the dark slide in a full set of exercises. If you're comfortable with it, then let's get started with the first exercise in our road to the Moonslide.
Okay, first is a little pop toeside, where we just fall back into the water.
This pop to toeside, where you fall backwards in the water, will teach you the entry into the Moonslide. This was an essential part for me to understand the movements of this trick. Next up, we'll have to support our weight by slowly steering our kite past 12. In the beginning, we'll skip the loop to avoid the harder crashes. Ride in with medium speed on a crosswind course and steer a kite up towards 11. Let go with the front hand and pop towards a toeside position whilst falling backwards. Pull the bar straight down as you get closer to the water so the kite supports your weight. As your kite passes 12, it will lose lift and you'll sink into the water. It's important that your bar is completely down to prevent the kite from front stalling. You can see that I reach for the water with my front hand. I found this to be a very effective way to prevent myself from over-rotating during the slide. Next to that, I extend my front leg after I've done the pop to toe side and drag the tip through the water. You'll notice that I pop off the water when the kite reaches 11:30. From there, I slowly steer it past 12, where it loses power and drops you in the water. This is also the moment where your lines have the least amount of tension. Just like the dark slide, you'll have to find the perfect speed to steer a kite across 12 so it provides lift. Aim to support your weight with the bar around the middle of the power range. Like that, you'll have plenty of reserve to pull yourself out of the water with the loop. I often place the power line between my index and middle finger for added control over my kite steering. Once you've dialed in the slide, it's time to take it to the next level by adding the loop. The entry is exactly the same as in the exercises before, but this time we continue steering the kite. As I pull the bar down to support my weight, I also start steering the kite to initiate a loop. Spot your landing and place your second hand on the bar in order to steer hard with the bar down. It's important to point the board downwind on the landing and follow the pull of the kite. In the overview, you can see that I pop off the water when the kite reaches 11:30. Around 12, I pull the bar down to support my weight and I also start a slow loop. This loop tightens to prevent the kite from flying directly through the power zone. When your kite points to 12, you could continue riding toe side to the left or continue the loop in order to make a transition as seen in this video. The timing of the loop depends a lot on the power and size of the kite that you're riding with. Generally speaking, you'll loop it earlier on the bigger kites when riding with less power. You can loop it later on the smaller kites when you have lots of power, as you want to prevent yourself from being launched through the sky during the loop. Another tip that comes in handy is that you have to pull the bar all the way down and steer hard when pulling the loop in order to make a tight turning radius. You can probably imagine it's best to ride bigger kites when trying sliding tricks, as they're slower, making for easier steering and control. Next week Thursday, I'll be releasing a video where I teach Fabian how to do a Moonslide. This is a brand new video format where I'll be using the BB Talking headsets that I also use during my coaching sessions. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you on the next one.